From the Kansas City Royals, Alex Gordon, Salvador Perez, and Greg Holland. From the Minnesota. We asked him, does he turn around and look at the readings on the scoreboard with regard to his velocity, and he said, yeah, sometimes I turn around just to peek, see where I am.
I don't blame him. Throw that hard. Want reinforcement.
It's Greg Holland who's starting to get loose. Kansas City Royal. We may see him in the bottom of this inning. Holland takes over on the mound, and his first to Goldschmidt is fouled back, the right-hander. Greg Holland is now throwing to his battery mate, Salvador Perez, behind the plate. You've got Jason Kipnis at second base. Here's a ground ball to third. That's a fair ball. Machado. Oh, what a play, and he got it. This kid has made one of the best plays this season you'll ever see by a third baseman, and I don't know anybody else that makes this play in this game today.
No, a high hopper, which gave Goldschmidt. Now, Goldschmidt is not a fast runner, but he's fast enough normally to beat a play out like that. That's an in-between hop, going up, sets himself, and here's the one Joe was talking about.
On July 7th, at Yankee Stadium, somehow corralled the ball as it was drifting away from him. He makes this play on Luis Cruz and gets the out at first base. That was a game where the Orioles were trailing 1-0 at that time, but scored 2 on a 9th inning home run by Adam Jones to win the game, as he and the Orioles beat Mariano Rivera.
Manny turned 21 on July 6th.
This play, it's not as stunning as the one we just showed you from Yankee Stadium, but I don't think it's any easier.
It's a big league play. Ball going up with that top spin on it. Watch how he sets himself immediately. Didn't even catch it cleanly. Strong arm to get his man.
Machado's a guy who came up as a shortstop. Last year during the All-Star week when we were in Kansas City, he was playing in the MLB Futures game. He was called up in August. He's played almost every inning since then. They taught him third base in the minor leagues almost secretively. And he's playing third base, although he told us he still considers himself a shortstop. David Wright excites the Mets fans in attendance with a base hit into left. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate for the National League here in the 7th.
Shows you how important that play was by Machado. If he doesn't make it, National League's got some rumbling going on. David Wright with a second hit of the night. See how Salvador Perez ducked his head. That's what happens sometimes when you're looking for the ball away and the ball comes back over the plate.
Dominic Brown is coming up, and Jim Leland is going to go to his bullpen. Holland gives up the hit. Pitching change with Cecil coming in. Craig Kimbrell takes over on the mound. Pedro Alvarez in the game at third, and here's a base hit down the right field line by Salvador Perez. Good play is made by Gomez down the line, and it's a leadoff single for Perez.
Not too many outfielders can get a ball hit right down the line, but because of Carlos Gomez's speed, Perez doesn't even challenge that arm. He gets the ball so quickly. Perez is not a fast runner, but opens with a base hit. This is the 4th inning of this game that the American League is open with a base hit.
Now it's Johnny Peralta. First
postseason numbers staggering.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Peralta waits on it, flips it into right. That's a base hit. And the first 2 are on here in the 8th inning for the American League against Craig Kimbrell.
Joe, just thinking.
Runners on at first and second, nobody out. A 2-0 game. Kimbrell trying to keep it there, and the 3-time All-Star misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Craig Kimbrell Minnesota, the Angels, now Detroit. This is chopped to Segura. Step and throw for the double play. Goldschmidt kind of handcuffed on that throw from Segura. First All-Star game for Jason. He's already got 13 home runs this season, hit 14 all of last year. And he led the Indians in 1-1. Kipnis flies it into left. Brown is back, and it's over his head. Off the wall, in to score is Perez. It's an RBI double for Kipnis and a 3-0 AL lead. And that's what started to change with that cutter and the ability, after hard work by Rivera, to start putting that cutter in different spots. The 1-2.
Like that. He was working Craig away and then came back inside with that cutter. What a thrill it's got to be for Perez to catch Mariano Rivera.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. And now a line drive into left field. Hard hit, but caught by Gordon out in left.
Received criticism of any kind.
A 16 pitch, 3 up, 3 down. All-Star game finale for Mariano Rivera.
How many people in any walk of life can you say that about?
Respected across this game, whether by the players, by the people who pay to fill these stadiums. What a man.
The infield was halfway then. And Prince not taking any chances. I think during the regular season he probably would have tried to score on that first ground ball to second. I would agree.
The National League also had 2 hits, as they have tonight. Back in 1990, they lost 2-0. This is an all-star game that, over time, the first 83 of them, the National League has the advantage, 43, 38, and 2. There was a stretch there not too long ago where the American League dominated this game. That's inside. And drives Gordon off the plate. The American League won the first 7 games that determined home field advantage between 2003 and 2009. The NL came into tonight having won the last 3. They trailed tonight 3-0. Gordon swings through that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. First All-Star game for Alex Gordon. Been the left fielder in Kansas City since 2011. 2-time Gold Glove Award winner. And he's got a good arm. Most outfield assists in the league since 2011.
He had 17 last year, second in the American League.
Now he's in the hole 1-2, and Grilli is 1 good pitch away from getting around a leadoff triple. Hit by Fielder here in the 9th inning. Top of the order will bat for the National League. Matt Carpenter, Andrew McCutchen, and Paul Goldschmidt are the scheduled hitters. Gordon trying to add to a 3-0 lead. Takes up and in. 2-2. On deck, the catcher, Salvador Perez. Here it comes from Grilli. And we'll do it again. Grilli, who was a setup man for Joel Hanrahan in Pittsburgh, now can't say enough about his setup man. Really, the entire crew in the bullpen for the Pirates. Mark Melanson is an all-star and not in this game yet. Here's a fly ball into center. Sounded good off the bat, but the park will hold it as McCutchen goes back to grab it. The inning is over. And now we go into the bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance for the National League. Down 3-0 with Joe Nathan taking over in the 9th. A A 2-out double by Goldschmidt. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Popped up, should end it. Out behind the second base position. Kipnis is there. And the American League wins it 3-0. Home field advantage secured tonight by the American League, and it's Nathan getting the save. 9-2. The National League on top in a nice moment between Mariano Rivera, who used to be a setup man. Tonight he was the setup man for Joe Nathan.
You can hear Joe Nathan telling his grandchildren, oh yeah, I took Mariano off the hook.
And he gave him the baseball from the save here tonight.
Yeah.